What's up, YouTube? Okay. So, the last video I posted was my first trip. And I intended on posting every trip, but it's been a little difficult. I can run through it a little bit, but so my first trip, we went to picked up in Kansas, Kannapolis, Kansas. Went to Waterloo, Iowa. From Waterloo, Iowa, I went to Red Wing, Minnesota. From Red Wing, I've got my paperwork right here to see, but from Red Wing, I went over, I think went to Wisconsin, picked up a load and brought it to New York. I brought it to PA, then I went to New York, back to PA. And from PA, I'm going to Oklahoma. So, with that said, my last trip, the trip that I'm on, I left, that I will look at. Menahem, PA, and looks like Lebanon, PA I picked up, and then it's going to Watts, Oklahoma. It was a little over 1,000 miles for the trip. Right now I've got 75 to go. But as you can see in the thumbnail, whenever I'm sitting here, it's snowing. Not heavy, but I've dealt with enough of this that I know when to get off the road. I can drive in it, but not everybody can. And I'm not trying to have my truck in a wreck because somebody else can't drive. So, with that, one reason I parked was because I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning on Friday morning, 4 a.m. Started my day at 4:30. Made it to the delivery. Then I went to the next pickup, which was about 80 miles up the road, which is the load that I'm on. And I delivered the load at, I want to say it was 7 a.m. I got out of there. I had to go get a washout. I got out of the washout at, I think, noon. Got to the pickup around 1. Got out of the pickup at, I think it was between 2 and 3. And normally, if you're on a 10-hour clock, you'd be against your clock already. And at like 2 o'clock, your 12 hours would be up. You'd be against your 14. I started mine at 4:30ish. I'm over here, y'all. I'm sorry. People keep going around. I guess I don't know if they're looking for a spot or you got to go around the building to get to the fuel pump. But the parking lot's covered with snow, so drivers are trying to get into the spot, I guess, get off the highway. The roads are pretty much kept up. It's the parking lots that are messed up. But anyway, with me, I'm ag exempt, so I done this kind of work locally. So I've done, like, I never had to use a clock. I was always within a 150 mile air radius of where I was at. So I never had to run a clock. But it was like a basic, it wasn't really a 9 to 5. You kind of just, you worked until the day was done. You might start at 3 o'clock in the morning, and 10, 11 o'clock at night, then you can go home because, you know, you've done your work or whatever. I've done some work up in, like, north part of the Louisiana where I'm from. And we would pick up corn, beans, whatever, bring it down to a port, to a place to dump whatever, and go right back. Get probably like 2 loads in the day, and then the places would close, so we'd go back to the camp and we'd start our day over again 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Well, with the over-the-road stuff, it's a little bit different. I do have to run a clock and everything, but I get a 150 mile air radius that I can run, and you can literally do 700-800 miles inside that circle, 1,000 miles inside that circle, if all your pickup and deliveries are in that circle from your original shipper, is how I understand it. I've never really had to run ag exempt on, like, logs, so I am learning that part, but I think I got it down. So from my shipper, where I picked this load up, I ran, it was 176 miles to the end of my radius, which we call it a bubble. I ran, it was from the shipper to where the interstate was roughly 25 miles. And then from the interstate to the edge of my bubble was like another 140 something, 150 something. So that took, getting to the interstate took the longest. You know, coming down back roads and stuff, and little country roads, dealing with a lot of traffic, small town traffic. I don't know if you ever come through Hershey, PA, but I've been through it twice, and it's roughly 20-25 mile an hour for I think about 10 miles, and you can't do more than 25 mile an hour. All the little towns that connect, like before Hershey and after Hershey, it's red light after red light after red light. So finally I get down to the interstate, and I'm able to, you know, get up to speed, and I get on the interstate finally, and then I run, it's a turnpike. I ran to the edge of my bubble, stopped and took a break, grabbed something to eat, sat down and wasted a little bit of time to get myself ready for 10 hours, because I had already been up since 4. So I sat down, I relaxed for a little bit, got something to eat, talked on the phone, got a little bit of rest, not much, but enough that I needed. Then I got on the road, and at that point I had already driven a little over 200 miles. I want to say we're right at 200 miles. There's 180 miles, I think, is what I seen. 175, 180 miles. So right at 200 miles. And then I started my clock, took off, everything's running good. Coming across PA, we're running 70 and I-70. then you get into like there's 65 mile an hour speed zones, 55 mile an hour speed zones in construction, and these drivers out here don't freaking care. I don't need to do more than a speed limit in the construction zones, and like I don't need to speed in the construction zones or slow zones. So like I'm running when the speed limit's 65, you know, I'm doing my speed limit 65, 66, 67. You know, I'm never more than a couple mile an hour over. I keep my speed going up and hill, downhill. These freaking automatics, they no horsepower really. They can't pull a hill for nothing. One thing I hate about these trucks. But anyway, this video is not about that. Got into, say, went through Pennsylvania, West Virginia, Ohio, Indiana, and you know, Indiana sucks. I don't know if you've ever been, for your rookies coming in, and you go across I-70 in Indiana, don't try to drink anything. Don't try to eat anything. Don't try to do anything but drive. Like it, and hope you got a truck with a decent suspension, because your back is going to kill you. Now this truck, the seat's not the best. Seated position for me is not that great. I don't sit with any air in my seat. That's probably my problem, but it's not to be cool. It's just where I'm comfortable. I don't like being up in the air, and I don't like bouncing up and down with the air and everything. I don't like it. So came across Indiana, and I was running with about 3 or 4 other trucks. We kept our distances, and you know, we they weren't trying to you know, pass me up, slow down. Like everybody was running good, and then we had this one guy came out of nowhere, and I don't know, like maybe I think I passed him up as he was getting on the interstate, and I don't know if he got mad at me because like I was in the middle lane, he was coming on from the right, and as he's getting on, whatever, I didn't slow down or nothing. Flew by him, and as soon as I looked in the mirror, I see by, you know, that I passed it whenever I moved over. I guess it pissed him off or whatever, but I get up the hills and everything, and he's, you know, I guess he's either empty or he's really light, and he comes flying around me, and right as soon as his trailer gets in front of my truck, he cuts over. Normally I'm hollering and screaming, like back when I first started, I'm yelling and hollering and screaming and everything, and I mean, they can't hear you, but now I don't let it bother me. You want to be a jackass on the highway and, you know, cause an accident, that's you. Sometimes you know, you might want revenge, you catch up to him and do the same thing to him that he done to you, but that's just I don't know, maybe it's getting older and caring less. Do my job, and that's it. I do keep a CB radio. Not a lot of people talk on it. I think I had a conversation with 2 drivers the entire trip. One was a bull wagon. He was hopping on the interstate, and it was in a construction zone. We were supposed to be in the left lane, so there was one driver. He was in the right. I was staying behind him, and because I didn't know if he was going to try to move over or not. But I pay attention to companies out here, and the company that was, I don't know if he just missed the sign or whatever, but they're not a bad company. So like I backed off, whatever, and I seen the bull hauler trying to get on, so I slowed down even more, flashed my lights. He moved over, and and there was another truck behind me. Well, the bull wagon's coming on, and I know we're supposed to be in the left lane. So like I slowed down a little bit more. I hollered at him and like, hey, you want the left lane, you can grab it. So he hops in front of me. Well, the other truck that was in front, props to you, because most people probably wouldn't have done this, but and I don't know if the bull wagon caught on, but I'm pretty sure he did. So like the truck that was in the right lane moved over to the left. Bull wagon's coming on. I slowed down even more. That the bull wagon between me and the other guy. Well, when he seen that, whatever, when the other guy seen that, I guess he understood. Bull wagon's got to get on. I don't know if the other guy had a CB radio, because the bull wagon, me and him were talking, and he's like, "Yeah, I got to do this and do that and get down the road." And he was going down to Texas. So, and them guys run. So the other guy, the first guy, moves back over to the right, lets the bull wagon pass, and then he moves back over. So, props to you, bro. You know, he didn't hold up a guy who needed to get down the road. Put it like that. And Ms. V, I did watch your videos. I seen your breakdown and all that, and yeah, that kind of sucks, whatever, but at least you got it fixed and you was able to get home for Thanksgiving. Me, I was stuck up in PA, but Christmas I'm gonna end up staying home. I'm going home for Christmas. Next year I'll probably go home for Thanksgiving. I'm not sure yet, but yeah, we'll see on that. Just wanted to update y'all guys for what's going on. These guys, let me show y'all something. So, the guy right here, he's trying to back into a hole that's like right there on the side of this truck, and he keeps sliding. See if I can clean my window. There we go. He's got it. I don't know if y'all could have seen that, but he keeps spinning. It's very slick out. So yeah, I don't have to be to my delivery until Monday morning. I got the shower bag packed. I'm about to go hop in the shower, grab some food. It's what time is it? It's 5 o'clock. In fact, I need to do something real quick. 5 o'clock. So I'm probably just gonna go hop in the shower, grab a bite to eat. Let's see. I'm gonna fix automatic time off. It needs to. The time on my truck has been off for a while. 509, so that's the right. Boom, boom. Automatic time. It keeps, when I set the automatic time, it keeps going back to 11:09. I don't know why. So I hate these automatic trucks. I hate these digital dash. I hate everything about this truck, other than it has AC and heat. Because the last truck I had did not have that. Old school when it comes to trucks. I'd rather analog gauges everywhere. I don't mind my digital dashes and stuff, like all like in a car or whatever. That's nice, but in a truck, I don't like none of this. Half the time, it don't freaking work. I've been in a truck like this, and I was in a Pete in a 23 Peterbilt 579, and the whole dash just froze going on the road. trying to think of something else to let y'all know. Where I'm gonna go after that, I don't know. But my work week starts on Saturdays at midnight. Basically, my new work week. So everything I do from Saturday at midnight till Friday at midnight, I get paid on the following Friday. So I had, I think, 3 loads on my first week that I ran. I get my first settlement this coming Friday, which is the 5th. So, and then what I just ran as of yesterday, I turned all that paperwork in. I'll get paid on the Friday after that. This Hopper Bottom game is different. Over the road anyway. Local, it's you do the work throughout the day and then you go home and get some sleep. I've had some long days. This was my second 24-hour day. Being up, driving, everything. So, pretty sure there's going to be more of those. But I'm fine with it. I don't know what it is. Like, I can stay up hours and hours. Usually around my 18th, 20th hours whenever I'm getting tired. As long as I keep me something to drink and maybe a couple snacks, I'm good to go. But until about the 18th to 20th hour, that's when I start feeling it. Yeah, that's what's going on right now. Got a little bit of snow going on. Got some rain ahead of us as well. That's all going to be cleared up by tonight. So hopefully tomorrow everything's good. Love's got their service truck or whatever it is going around the parking lot, cleaning up the snow to keep the parking lot, well, at least keep the way around and everything clean. They're not too much worried about it. Looks like about the parking spots. So that's another thing for the rookies coming out. You come out here for, and you got your first snowstorm. When you're gonna go park, you're probably not gonna see any lines. If you come into right now, there's a whole space between these trucks over here, and so you're probably not gonna be able to see any lines. Just do your best and backing next to them. That's all I can say. If you can't see any lines, keep around 3 to 5 feet, away from the truck. You should be good. See. And the CB radio is dead. There's not a lot of people that talk on it, whatever, but they're still good to have. So I'd say invest into one of those. They're cheap. If you don't want to spend no money, you ain't got to talk on them either. You don't want to talk on it. You don't have to buy the mic. Some of them might come with the mic, but at least have one. I think if every driver had one, there might be fewer accidents. But that's if you can hear what's going on and if you can understand what somebody's saying. I thought about leaving out tonight, whatever, and heading down that way, but I'm gonna stay chill tonight and hop on some video games, and grab a bite to eat, take a shower. That's gonna be about it. Try not to make my videos too long. I do better on shorts, I've noticed. like my last short got over 1,000 views in like, I think it was 10 hours, 12 hours since I had posted it. I do like now, like with the job that I'm doing, like y'all might catch a lot more shorts than the videos. I'll try to at least post at least once a week, maybe twice. I guess I got to get the views up first with some shorts, and then once I get some views and maybe more subscribers. I did pick up 2 subscribers. 2 ladies out of Love's, 2 of the workers. So if y'all see this, thank y'all. The shorts have 30 seconds, sometimes a minute, whatever. It'd be me unloading or loading, maybe parked up somewhere that I might be able to take a short right there, and so I might start doing a little bit more shorts. I was doing them a lot at one time, but yeah. So with that said, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and end this one. Going to catch y'all up on everything with the loads. I'm still learning the products. I learned what's it called, a wheat mill. I think a wheat mill, whatever. It's very light. It was piled up to the top of the trailer, and I wasn't even 76,000. Couldn't put any more in the trailer. It was just gonna overflow. This stuff here is a bit heavier. The trailer's damn near empty. It don't look like there's a lot in there. And then with me going down the highway, I-70 in Indiana, it's probably about shook down some more. I could probably take pictures of the loads and do posts or whatever, and then do something like that, and maybe add a short to it after that. Maybe one day I'll get into editing or whatever, but as of right now, I still do just raw video. I'm trying to make it as clear as possible with the angles and everything. Let's see what else. As I learn what the new products, what the products are, I'll be able to know how much I can take, and like in the trailer, how much I can put in there, and yeah. So with that, y'all, until the next one, peace.